Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope everybody's day is going great because we have a really hype video, and I mean, if your day isn't going great, this one will definitely turn that around. So today, Team USA announced their starting 7 roster for the World Cup, and I'll say the roster is pretty good, but some people on Twitter seem to disagree, and there was some drama between some of the picks, and we had some responses from the players. It got a little spicy, but not like super spicy. So I'm gonna cover the roster, break it down, give my opinion on, each player, who made it over who, and why I think they did. Now, as I said, it's a little spice here and there, but don't worry, guys, because after that is where the real juice came, boys. I'm telling you. Team USA versus Team Canada is going to be insane. XQC and Sinatraa going back and forth. Team Canada then hopped in. USA then hopped in. Then Monte Cristo's like, yo, what are you guys talking about? You're both trash. Korea's gonna dominate. It's absolutely insane. We're gonna cover all of the Backlash, and that's gonna be today's video. So if you're new around here, guys, be sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe for more daily juice, Overwatch content, and hey, let's go ahead and hop into it now. So this was posted today by the Team USA Twitter. In our players we trust, meet our starting 7 players for Team USA. In main tank, we have Muma from the Houston Outlaws. In off tank, we have Space from the Los Angeles Valiant. And then in DPS, we have Hydration from the LA Gladiators. And then we have Sinatraa from San Francisco Shock. And then their 7th player is also going to be a DPS player, and it's Zachary from Philadelphia Fusion University. So there is going to be a contenders player making the starting roster for Team USA. Congratulations, Zachary, that's huge. And now moving on to the supports, starting off with the flex, we have Raucus from the Houston Outlaws, and then the main support, we have Moth from San Francisco Shock. So starting from the beginning all the way back to the main tank, Muma making the starting position over Super. I feel like this matchup was pretty close, but Muma obviously throughout the season has been one of the better main tanks in the league. Super also didn't have the same amount of playtime that Muma did, being as he only turned 18 pretty much 2/3 into the season. So it made sense that Muma would be the starter. Then moving on to the off tank, we have Space. Now this one was pretty obvious. Of course Space was going to get this. He is one of the best off tanks in the entire world, not just North America. His competition was McGravy, who was from Team Envy and Contenders, who I'm not saying isn't that good, but come on, we're comparing him to Space. Of course Space was going to start here. We knew it the entire time. Now, like, maybe if Cold Matt made the team instead of McGravy, there could be a conversation between who was going to start. But like, seriously guys, was there really any question that Space was going to be the starter? No. So that's pretty much it for the off tank. Moving on to the DPS players, we have Hydration from the LA Gladiators getting the start. Now I called this when we saw the 12 players. Hydration obviously was going to start out of the DPS because he's the only main projectile player. They need somebody to cover that Pharah, that Junkrat, Genji. Sure, Dante, Sinatraa, and Zachary can play a little bit of all of those, but Hydration is like the go-to projectile player. He's also extremely flexible when it comes to like Mei, Doomfist, and other wonky picks. So I can really see Aero putting good use to Hydration on this team. And also, to kind of compare this roster to the one last year, we have an upgrade in this position. In my opinion, we're going from Jake to Hydration. Now I know, again, Jake's performance last year on Junkrat was pretty good. I'll give him that. But overall, if you look at his whole game, his hero pull and just how hard he can actually carry, Hydration is a big upgrade here. If USA goes far, I feel like it's going to have a lot to do with Hydration and Space. Now moving on to the next DPS player, we have Sinatraa from the San Francisco Shock. I also predicted that Sinatraa would get a starting spot here. Now when you look at Dante, Sinatraa, and Zachary, all of them can play a pretty damn good tracer. But I think we all can say Sinatraa is the best tracer. Dante's pretty close, but Sinatraa is just a little bit better. Then you look at what other heroes are you going to need. You're not going to need any projectiles, so that kind of cancels out Dante. You're not going to use him for his Junkrat. You're not going to use him for his Genji. The only thing that he plays at a really high level that we haven't seen much out of any of these other players is Sombra. And like, we don't even know what the meta will be for the World Cup games, especially deep into the playoffs. That's going to be like October, so maybe Sombra's going to be really good there, but like historically speaking, Sombra's only really had like one meta where she was played a lot. So if I had to guess, you probably won't need a guy to play a lot of Sombra. And also if you do, well, Hydration can play it. So you're not going to need a guy outside of Hydration for it. You're going to need a player who can play hit scan, Widowmaker, Soldier, McCree, stuff like that if it happens to be meta, which we all know right now Widowmaker is definitely meta, and I don't see it going anywhere for a while. Now, I don't know about Soldier. There is a little bit McCree, but Widow 100% yes. And that's definitely Sinatraa more than Dante, so I can see why he didn't make it and Sinatraa did. Moving on to the third guy, it's Zachary. And again, it's the same situation. Are you going to need projectile? No, you're going to need a little bit more hit scan. We've seen Zach play those hit scan roles, Tracer, McCree, Widowmaker, so it makes sense to go with those players instead of Dante. Now, Zachary can also play a little bit of projectile too. We've seen him play that Genji, we've seen him play that Pharah. Not a ton, but it's definitely in his hero pool for sure. Honestly, all 4 of the DPS players that Team USA picked in the first 12 are really damn good. They're all super flexible. Dante, he can play projectile, he can play Tracer. Zachary, hit scan, Tracer, Widow. They're all super flexible. That's my point. So regardless of the combination that they took, it's going to be a very solid lineup. I do think it's mostly going to be Sinatraa and Hydration starting in the games though. Zach, I feel like he's only there because why not? Yeah, he's good, but he's in contenders. He doesn't have the experience the other guys have. So I would go with Sinatraa and Hydration. Now moving on to the supports, this is where it got a little bit spicy, guys. Starting off with that flex support, we have Raucus. I thought it was going to be Sleepy and Moth 100% just because they had that synergy. Of course, it had nothing to do with Raucus not being good enough. Literally, just in my mind, I thought, all right, Sleepy and Raucus, they're both really good. But Sleepy has been playing with Moth, who was probably going to get the start over Elk for what, 3-6 months now, playing with San Francisco Shock. Clearly, they're going to have really good synergy and communication, right? So why would these two not be the starters? That's what I was thinking before. Again, nothing to do with Raucus being bad. We all know Raucus is a superstar, and that's why he got picked. And it seems like there's a lot of people on Twitter and Reddit saying, oh, why wasn't Sleepy picked? It just doesn't make sense. Why doesn't Sleepy get any love? And this kind of got to Raucus, and Reinforce on Twitter went and made this reply. He said, scary lineup, firepower, leadership, and a good amount of communicative players. At Raucus, got picked for a reason. Happy for you, man. Raucus responded to this. He said, even when a lot of people are against me, I'll still be up here doing my best. Love you, bro, and thank you. Heart. So this is a really nice tweet coming out from Reinforce, not only complimenting Raucus and saying, hey guys, chill out, he deserves the spot, but also saying, hey, Team USA is the real deal, man. They have leadership, communication, firepower. These guys are going to be good. And also, guys, remember, Reinforce is the main take for Sweden. So maybe he has some type of ulterior motive here. Now, probably not. I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on now and take a look at this. And then this was also interesting because we had a response from Sleepy about not making the team. He said this on Twitter. Where does this stigma that I'm silent / I don't calm come from? Feel like I should clear it up. Since stage 1 or 2 of Shock, I was always one of the people who provided a majority of comms in matches. Also, all teams have different comm structure. Sometimes talking less is beneficial. So this is also interesting. It seems like a lot of people are saying that Sleepy didn't calm enough and this is why he didn't make it. Maybe it had to do with Reinforce's tweet. I'm not too sure. Like, honestly, there's no reason from the outside looking in to say, hey, like, this is so dumb, you guys are idiots, because at the end of the day, Raucus and Sleepy are both very, very good players. It's not like some random guy who we all were surprised made the roster and then made the starting 7. It's two very, very strong players, and I 100% believe in Aero. I think he is going to pick the best possible roster that will start on stage. I mean, just look at what he did to the Dallas Fuel. He completely turned their season around. This guy is a great coach, and for anyone to say or think that he isn't, you're crazy, man. Go rewatch season 1 and look at Dallas Fuel comparing stage 4 to the other stages. Miracle difference, 100%. So I got no complaints. I feel like this roster is going to be extremely strong and one of the best performers in all of the World Cup. Now, this is where it got super juicy and spicy, guys, because apparently somebody on Twitter does not agree with the statement I just made, and he doesn't think USA roster is that good. At least that's what this tweet seems like. So XQC came out and he pretty much blasted the USA starting 7. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. USA roster got me like, oh, Megalo. Okay, XQC. Okay. I like it. Starting the beef between USA and Canada. This is really good because obviously, like, watching USA and Canada go at it with their 2 best rosters possible is going to be amazing. But what makes it even better? The players starting beef and drama, hyping the match up. That will get you glued to your seat and rooting for your country. Oh, I cannot wait. And that's pretty much what happened, guys. So on Twitter, Sinatraa was like, no, I need to respond to this. And he said this. Canada roster got me like... Oh, this is so good. So if you guys don't know, Sinatraa has this thing about him where if you go on a stream, there's usually some haters in the chat who will call him an alien or whatever. This started way back in the day. Obviously, at first, he probably didn't like it, but as time went on, he really started to embrace the alien thing, and he's even got alien emotes on his stream now. It's the funniest thing ever. This is... Oh, I love this tweet from Sinatraa, man. This is a great way to clap back at XQC, and seriously, I hope USA and Canada collide in like the semi-finals. Oh, that would be epic. And then the winner of the two faces Korea in the finals. I can't wait for the World Cup, guys. This is gonna be hype. But it didn't end here, guys. So after Team Canada saw the response from Sinatraa, they were like, nope, now we gotta respond back. And they said this on Twitter, and I loved this one, guys. USA roster got us like... Yo, what is XQ? Oh my god, bro. That's amazing, dude. Oh my god. I love XQC. That's so funny. And it doesn't end here, guys. Monte Cristo then jumped in, and of course he had to say this. Have fun in your annual competition to see who draws Korea first, but both of you lose at the end. Oh my god, dude. I mean, it's true. It's true. That's gonna happen. I don't see any world where USA or Canada can beat Korea. I do feel like they can get some maps, but... Oh man. Then Sinatraa responded to Monte Cristo. He said, come on, bruh. Then Monte Cristo responded back and he said, I am sure it will be Canada in the quarters this year, so we get to see the USA versus Korea finals we deserve. So it seems like Monte thinks that USA might be better than Canada, because he's saying like that's what we deserve. I don't know, man. This is pretty hilarious. We got a ton of World Cup drama already, boys. XQC versus Sinatraa, USA versus Canada, Monte Cristo throwing Korea out there. Let me know what you guys think down below. It's super hype. And that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one today. Pretty much all World Cup news and drama. We're loving it. Leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe for more amazing daily Overwatch content, guys. And who's hyped? We got Overwatch League playoffs coming up later today, later tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. I'm uploading this video at a very weird time. Who cares? If you guys are hyped about the Overwatch World Cup, hyped about Overwatch League, type in the chat. Let's go, dude, because it's freaking hype, dude. I cannot wait. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.